Well, this is Friday morning, so they were not kidding about the snow. It's pretty slight, but sometimes it gets heavier. And it was chilly to sleep in. It was -3, now it's already -5 Celsius. Yesterday, my truck was overheating. And it was +33, right? 34. Now it's -3. And I found a weather channel on my CB, but it keeps talking about different geographical locations here. I only know Denver. And then I go on Google and I see this winter storm warning. Late spring storm to bring heavy snow. And I thought I would sit down, after unloading here. I thought I would sit out and wait till it passes, but turns out it's gonna get heavy in the Denver area after heavy snow expected, total snow accumulation between 4 and 12 inches. High amounts in where? Fort Collins, Boulder, and the western suburbs of Denver. Of course, Fort Collins and Boulder is north. But I'm in the mountains here. Don't park under the trees. Heavy snow will accumulate on trees and power lines. Recommended actions. Do not touch down lines. That's good advice. Do not touch downed power lines and report any power outages to your electric company. But over here they were saying, where was it? 4 p.m. Yeah, rain will change to snow after 4 p.m. this afternoon. Right now, this thing only is happening here, I'm thinking. At high elevations. Winter storm warning remains in effect from 4 p.m. this afternoon. Oh, you see? So basically, the worst is yet to come. So I better get out of here. And so the guy was right. My customer says 7 o'clock it's gonna snow on Friday here in this area. But it's very light and the roads are just wet. I don't see any ice on the roads. See, it's just, see the dark, so that's the snow was melting. But it gets colder. I had to put on my warm pants, my boots. I found my winter hat. Now I'm staring at this. And time now is 8:14 my time, so 6:14 local time. So they said they're gonna unload me between 6 and 7. So I had a breakfast because I was afraid what might happen in this remote area. So yesterday at the last stop where I was stopping, or the last but one, I got 2 cans of tuna fish, 90 calories each, and it's like soft, but actually was pretty good, like very flaky. I ate it with my knife because I couldn't find a spoon. Actually, now I remember I have plastic spoons in there. I forgot. And people started coming and going at like 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm sleeping here and I hear trucks and pickup trucks and SUVs coming here, and they have to scan their pass at the reader over there. And then the barrier opens and they go in there. And they go, all the cars go like this, and then they turn right, because I'm guessing that's where the office is, somewhere there. But that turn, I can see it's pretty tight, very narrow. That's for cars only, so I hope they don't expect me to unload over there. I hope I'll be going in somewhere there. Those big buildings, there's probably much more room in there. Because I still see a big loader over there. So somehow it got there. And yeah, I went for a walk yesterday, took some pictures, found some cool waterfall, a small stream, like a small mini river. And I was researching, and now I know like that's this parking over here on the other side, like on the other side where the snow is, right? There's a sign there, says basically snowmobiles and skiers, this is where you get your stuff unpacked. And I couldn't understand at first, like, so what, they go into the mine or something? And then I realized that, and then I looked on Google Maps. Turns out that dirt road on the other side of that snowy little hill, that's the trail. It goes like this, and then it goes up. And according to Google Maps, you can go all the way to this mountain, you can go all to that mountain, and Google Maps had a bunch of cool pictures in there, like real mountains at the very top, and somebody posted pictures like you can see a bunch of mountains below you. So I'm guessing they were so far, you know, high up the trail. It's like real trails right here, you know. But you need some, like, you can hike in there, but I don't know, I'm a bit scared of these locations, you know, when you're all alone and maybe there's a bear, maybe there's a wolf somewhere there, you know. I have some bear spray from my last adventure near Lake Louise in Alberta, but I don't trust that one very much, because even according to the specs, it says pretty much it's like the entire can is gone like in 5 seconds. What if you miss? What if the bear has some kind of a anti-sensitivity towards that spray, you know, and it just makes him giddy with anticipation of a breakfast, you know. Oh, and I have some, actually I do have some those bells, you know, those bear bells somewhere here. I think they're up there in that compartment. Anyway, for now we're just sitting here and waiting, and I'm thinking maybe I should warm up the truck, because I wanna raise my suspension, because I'm pretty sure it's gonna be some, you know, it's a mine. So I'm gonna raise the front and I'm gonna raise the rear so that I don't get stuck anywhere there. And I don't know if I'll be allowed to film in there, but I'll ask them, because it's private property. Sometimes they are really particular about this, you know. Well, yeah, snow. Snow is in the air. Yeah, I'm leaving the mine just as I thought. I couldn't film in there, there was no time. And these guys are very strict, you know, they had to choke the wheels on my truck when it was standing. And then I had to go inside, of course, wear the full PPE. And watch a video, sign my life away there. And it's actually, the guy said, even in the video, they said this area here, it's like over 11,000 feet elevation. And yesterday I went for a walk here. I took a picture of this waterfall, and I went for a walk, and then on the way back, you see it's a hill, right? I'm walking and I'm puffing, like what the heck? I'm thinking I'm really out of shape, you know. And then this morning I'm watching the video, and they said it's over 11,000 feet. So stay hydrated, because there's a danger of, you know, basically low oxygen. And when I started working with the chains, I noticed that, you know, it's like, it doesn't feel good here. And I wanted to lift one of the axles on the trailer, but I decided against it because of these huge mountains. Look at even that's what I was climbing yesterday, you know. I was driving with my flashing lights on, but it doesn't seem too bad. Like the snow is very light, but like I was saying in the beginning, it's gonna get worse. So, but that's why the guy showed up at around 6:45 at my truck, and he says, let's get you out of there because the storm is gonna get worse. And of course on my trailer, right, so each axle has brakes. And so the more axles I have, the better for braking. And that's it over here.
Continue straight onto US 40 East.
Yeah, that's it. This is the 202. This is the split where I stopped yesterday. You see, that's 40. It goes over there. And this is how I came in here. That's the turn I was afraid of. And just like that, we are on US 40.
Continue for 15 kilometers.
I think there's no stop sign, which is not a very good idea. I didn't see the guy. He was in my blind spot. Trucks and a reduced speed zone. Yeah, I only saw him in the bottom mirror because I thought, you know, they're coming so fast from the curve. Like when I was around to turn, there was nobody there, right? But then the guy just jumped out of the... So you gotta be careful. And this is all going down. Check this out, you see? It's all down, 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 and it's already 55 miles per hour. So yeah, I want to get out of these mountains. I don't like this high elevations. Oh, and the guy was telling me, he says, yeah, there's athletes, right? So they go to these areas specifically for training because it's, you know, your body gets used to this low oxygen, and then when you are at the sea level, your body performs much better, so you can beat your competition. And the guy says, and also you can drink like a fish. I said, what do you mean? Drink here or at the sea level? And he says, no, if you drink here, you drink half a beer, you'll probably be done, like without, because I'm not used to it. So he says, but if you get used to drinking here, then when you go to the sea level, he says, you'll never get drunk. So that was his take on, you know, I'm talking about athletes. Actually, yeah, it was me. I mentioned the athlete that said, yeah, I feel like there's not enough oxygen here. And I was talking about athletes, and he was talking about drinking. So yeah, here you need to drink lots of water. And now I'm just going to 67 clicks to T8, where I was yesterday. And I need to have a good breakfast. I'm gonna have some meat, some eggs, you know, just to replenish replenish the vitamins and minerals in the body. Yeah, so I-70 is 70 kilometers east. What did I say? 11 kilometers east. And you see, and we're still going down. That's how high that mine is. Oh, and I was asking them what's the uses of this molybden, and he was saying, oh, they use it in paint, they use it in grease, they use it in steel. He says many uses. It's a very important element. And the temperature should go up, because you know, now I'm a bit cautious because it's -3, so it's below freezing. What is it, like 28, 29 F? But it's, you know, wet, and you see there's hardly any snow now, but it's gonna get really worse, they said, up to a foot in Denver. So I don't know. I booked a hotel, like a very nice hotel in the airport area here till Tuesday, because this is super nice for photography, you know. And I wanted to rent a car, and specifically near the airport they were saying there's a loop in there that you can go in a car and you can just take pictures right from your car. They're saying there's lots of birds, like big birds, like eagles, you know, there's some elk, whatever, sometimes bear, you know. But now this guy who was unloading me, he says, well, there's gonna be lots of snow over the weekend. So yeah, but snow is good as well. I'm gonna take my hiking poles and go for walks. You see, I was still going down. So that mine is really something. So it's a good thing that I brought that. At least I had some tuna in the morning. You know, it was my breakfast. 90 calories of tuna. Oh, you see, oh, here, this is good sign. The road stopped being all black, you know, like before the road was all black, meaning wet. Here, most of the road is just dry asphalt. So I think things are getting better. Oh, -2. The temperature going up. In the morning, when I started the truck, it was -5. Now it's slowly going up. Oh, it's frozen or something. All right, where's 70? 5 clicks. And the hotel I booked is 3.5 stars, and it's only, I think it was 88 bucks US per night. And as soon as I delivered, it was still 9:45 my time. So as soon as I delivered, I stopped outside of the gate and I scanned all the paperwork and I emailed it immediately, because my cutoff is 10 o'clock with my factoring company. And I emailed everything to my factoring company, and I copied the broker. I said, load delivered, we'll try to factor today. All CMV must carry chains until May 31st. this is the glorious town of Empire, Colorado, and they even have their own post office, so that means that it's not that small. Where's the post office? I just want to get out of here. Oh, that's a cop. Uh-huh. Still 35. $55. Two clicks to I-70. See, now everything is black again, so wet. Okay, I-70 east straight. I-70 west. East. So east is this way, over the bridge. Bye-bye, Empire, Colorado. Light. What?
In 600 meters, merge onto I-70 East.
Straight, okay. Ah, that's the light they meant. So it's when it's too many cars, right? They give you this light, you have to stop. Road may be icy in areas. Okay, good to know. There's a scale somewhere here. Scale is closed. Oh, it's the same scale that's it's on that side, so you have to go here under the bridge. I remember it tomorrow. I remember it from yesterday. Actually, no, there's another one here. Check this out. Oh, it's closed. They're doing construction there. A big garbage containers in the front. Yeah, I was afraid this would be covered in snow, you know. But it might be later on. Oh, there's a snow plows on the other side. Zero. Perfect. So -5, -4, -3, -2, now it's 0. Okay, even if there's snow, it's gonna melt. So I feel better now. May. End of May. And we have this. As the guy said, who was unloading me, he says, well, welcome to Colorado. Because I told him, I said, yesterday it was plus 35, like 92 F, and today's 28. And he says, yeah, that's what happens here. Clicks to the truck stop. The road may be icy. Yeah, that's exactly why I left all the axles on the ground on the trailer. For better braking in case I need to brake. Start getting covered in snow. No, not now. Okay, back to the video. Yeah, you see, the snow plows are already lined up. I think I got lucky, you know, that I delivered today, and I was there yesterday before all this stuff started. So now I'm just gonna park, and I was researching my hotel area over there. Tried calling them to ask if there's any parking there. Nobody's picking up the phone. But then I looked on Google Maps, you know, the street view, and I see trucks parked. There's a couple of small streets in there because it's a kind of like a remote area near the airport. And I saw there was a car hauler parked outside there. So I think I wanted at first to leave the truck at the TA, at the truck stop where I'm going, and just take an Uber. But then I looked at the distance from the TA to my hotel. It's 26 miles. Man, it's like almost 50 kilometers, you know? So that would be not cheap. And so I figured, you know what? I'll just stop at the truck stop, go have my breakfast with lots of meat. And I have to clean up my binders. Like I didn't have time, like the last 4. Remember how when I was Alan from Keswick came before I left, and we cleaned all the binders except the last 4, because I didn't want to climb in there under the bucket and get dirty. But now I took them off, so I'm thinking after breakfast I'm gonna clean them up and close them. All the trees are covered in snow. I think we're gonna call this video May in Colorado. Oh, and surprisingly there was still some cell phone signal and internet over there. I was able to watch a little bit of a movie on my laptop. Oh wow, this is pretty steep. Oh, that's why there was a sign there for the chain law, but now it was not lit. But that's why. So this mountain here, if it's covered in snow, it's definitely caused some issues here because it's super steep. Look at this. But I think it was already covered in something. I see some kind of like liquid salt or something. Yeah, so once we climb this, then it's gonna be a 9-mile grade down. Over 26,000 pounds might use right lanes. $100 fine. Yeah, let's get out of here before the storm. This is not a good area when you have 1 foot of snow. You would definitely need tire chains. Temperature is already over 200. it. This is the top of this hill. We had 32 clicks from the truck stop. I think it's called Floyd Hill, because that's the sign. So now the fun of going down. Wildlife crossing next 10 miles. Yeah, I want to see that. So exhaust brake is in position 2, but RPM is climbing. That's not good. I don't want to use position 3 because that would be like 30 psi in the turbo. Come on, Denver. Give me a break. I know this video will be super popular with people from, you know, warm countries like New Zealand and Australia. Maybe Florida State and California. This is what we have to deal with here. Northern truckers. Six miles ahead. Steep grades, sharp curves. 6 miles ahead, the sign said. Yellow sign. Change station. Brake cooling area. We have another hill. Gonna be another blockbuster video. Yeah, sorry again, I didn't show you the unloading, but I'm pretty sure I didn't even ask them. I'm pretty sure they wouldn't allow me to film there. And plus it was snowing, just not like this. It was better, just light snow, but still. Even though those GoPros I'm using, they are they can deal with water. You can even dive and swim underwater. They're waterproof. All right, 25 clicks to the truck stop. I think there'll be just one, you know, I know that one is very bad, like the grade down. I remember that one. Especially when you load it, you have to be super careful over there because you can burn your brakes and your speed will just keep increasing. Yeah, I cannot make it an 8 low. Or maybe I can. RPM is 1210, 1200. Truckers, steep grade 2 miles ahead. Check your brakes. Yes, sir. Vehicles over 26,000. Speed is 45 miles per hour. So I went into 7 high. I see there's 2 signs on both sides of the road. Steep grades next 5 miles. Use low gear. Yeah, and the speed limit is, for me, it's 45 miles per hour. So I have exhaust brake, position 2. And I have 7 high gear. Trucks, don't be fooled. 4 more miles of steep grades and sharp curves. temperature now is +1, 33 F. Almost summer. Runway truck ramp, right side, 1.5 miles. Well, I don't think I'll need to use that one. But seriously, right? Even for me, a light truck, I mean empty truck, but I weighed 60,000 pounds. Now imagine these cars, what is it, like 3,500, 4,000, right, pounds? I'm 60,000 pounds. I'm 15 times heavier than a pickup truck like this. Another sign at the top, blinking, says winding 6% grade, stay geared down next 3 miles. Well, they give you an order, you gotta obey. Runaway truck ramp, 2,000 feet. Okay, good to know. In case I decide to stop for some kind of a inspection or something. This is the runaway ramp. Usually they have sand in there, like it's all paved over here, but then over there's like deep sand, and it just kills your speed. Yeah, you see over there, and I can see somebody went in there. I see tire marks. Wow, look at this. Lots of marks, tire marks, like people went in there because their brakes overheated. Wow. And then if you cannot stop, there's some barrels with water, so you definitely stop here or you fly over there. Too bad. Yeah, that's pretty steep over there, pretty deep. Oh wow, the snow is getting worse. There's people behind me. What are you doing in the curb lane behind a truck with flashing lights? Now they're all changing lanes. Because for them the speed limit is 65, right? For me it's 45. local guy is thinking, who the heck is this guy from Ontario? We don't slow down here. There should be a sign, like how do I know when to drive at normal speed? There should be a sign. You know, saying trucks 65. Well, that guy, he's already half a mile away. I don't care. I don't want to get stopped by police, you know, and start asking me questions. Remember, this hill goes all the way down till you see the buildings. Okay, not these ones, but like bigger buildings. And only then it stops. Okay, I'm nine clicks from my truck stop. Beautiful. Alright, where's the sign? Maybe I missed it? No, it's still going down. This is exit 262. I think I need 266. I see sign 65, and it doesn't say trucks or cars, it says basically for everybody. So I will take that as a sign that now I can drive faster. $60. 62, 65, 69.